How to remove the limits and connect to the energy, part 2. Get used to the idea that intuition can bring money towards you. This is a very important concept of your new financial wealth. Our mind tells us that the only way you can attract money, you can achieve money, is by working. And that means working very hard. And you constantly have to be looking for ways to make money. It can take you forever to start thinking, how can I make money? How do I bring in extra money? Your intuition works differently. When properly fired up, your intuition can attract money to you. It seems effortlessly. You don't have to continually be working and worrying about ways that you need to find money. You don't have to do the 2 jobs. You don't have to be working so hard, because your intuition is doing effortlessly that work for you. It can attract money from anywhere. You can think, how did that happen? I didn't expect that, and then I got that windfall. Someone who owed me money suddenly out of the blue paid me. I had an opportunity just given to me that's raised my financial standing. They're all the things that can happen to you when your intuition is allowed to attract money towards you. One way to do this, to get yourself ready, is to create a money pot. Put in small amounts of money only. As you put the money in the pot, place one hand on your stomach and feel the intuitive energy. Place the other hand on the pot and allow the two to connect. Say, today I am wealthier than I was yesterday. While doing this exercise, particularly in the beginning, it's very important to only put in small amounts of money. If you put in larger amounts of money, you may find yourself making yourself a bit short, a bit tight with money, and also the temptation comes then to take that money out. Oh, I just need the money for lunch or petrol or expenses. And there, the larger amounts of money sit looking at you, and your mind says to you, go on, just take it out of the pot. We'll put it back in tomorrow. And of course you never do. And by the end of the week, the pot's empty. And that is allowing what happens when you allow your mind to create your financial wealth. If you put in small amounts of money, you're not so tempted to take it out. And then your mind accepts that once the money's in there, it stays in there. And by linking your hand on the stomach and feeling the intuitive energy, you're starting to make the connection between intuition and money. So it seems a simple exercise, but it's very important. And by acknowledging that, by putting however small the amount is in that pot and saying, today I am wealthier than I was yesterday, you're acknowledging, yes, you are. It may only be by a small amount, but that doesn't matter. You are wealthier than you were yesterday, and you're starting to make that link between your intuition and wealth. Once you've made that link between your intuition and wealth, you can start to use your intuition to not spend on non-essential items. Don't fritter. Frittering is your mind keeping you where you are in the lack energy. Frittering is a way that your mind tries to control your financial wealth. If you've ever found yourself having extra money at the end of the month, and then you suddenly go, I don't know what happened, it just went. That is your mind keeping you in the status quo of having no money. So start to use your intuition. See how you feel when you're spending it on stuff you don't need. Because your mind wants to keep you safe. And keeping you safe is what you're used to. And if you're used to living without money, that's what your mind views as safe. That's your natural position. So be aware that your mind will try to keep you where you are, but your intuition wants you to grow. So again, it's important to start to shift the balance of power from your mind to your intuition. Your intuition is not interested in you spending money on things you don't need. And this is the one that you must listen to more than your mind. So if this is a problem with you, and now you realise that it's your mind keeping you what it believes is safe, and safe is with no money, every time you're tempted just to go out and spend money on things you don't need, realise what is actually happening. To help you, there's a short visualisation exercise. Do this as often as you like, but this will help you fire up your intuition so you're not spending money on things you don't need. Make sure you're sitting alone. Make sure the TV, the phone, the radio, everything is turned off. And make sure that you are comfortable. Close your eyes and let your mind review what you've spent. You don't have to take a list in the last week on things that you don't need. Do you feel annoyed with yourself when this happens? Take note in this visualisation, in this quiet moment, of how you feel when you've spent money on things you don't need. Are you angry with yourself afterwards? Do you feel yourself saying, "Why did I buy that?" Just take a moment with your eyes closed to review your feelings. If you feel a bit agitated at the moment, don't worry, because in a moment you're going to let your intuition work through you, so you're not so tempted to spend on non-essential items. Now, place your hand on your tummy area and allow your intuition to flood through your body. If you find it helps, give it a colour, the colour gold, and let that gold colour flood through your body. And as the gold colour floods through your body, a feeling of calm overcomes you, and you start to feel content, and you start to feel at peace with yourself, and you accept that your intuition will guide you on spending. You no longer want to feel annoyed with yourself after spending on things you don't need. In fact, as you practice this visualisation, you no longer have the need to spend. You allow that calmness to flood over you and your intuition to guide you and help you with your spending. You accept that your intuition will tell you what you need to spend and when you don't need to spend. And this feeling gives you a feeling of calm, peace, and relaxation. Sit for as long as you like with this exercise and just have faith that your intuition, now you've engaged it, will start to help you with your spending. Practice putting your money away every day. Practice the visualisation. Change from energy of lack to an energy of affluence. So it is important to keep putting that small amount of money away in the money pot and practice the visualisation. because you're starting to change the energies around you from one of lack, always being without money, always talking about being without money, to an energy of affluence. Money is around you. You are a wealthy person. How do you know it's working? Because slowly but surely, money lingers longer. You're not spending so much. You're not worrying so much about money. You are more positive about your financial situation. Your attitude towards finance is different. You know it's working because suddenly you do have more money. Think that's odd? I went out with a certain amount of money, and where before it may have all been spent, I haven't. I've got no desire to waste my money on things I don't need. And you find yourself not worrying so much about money by you're not always talking about money all the time. How much you haven't got, how much money you need. You may find yourself not saying so much, well, if only I had more money, I could do this, this and this. You may find it starting to change to when I have more money. And then you see your financial position as different. It's more positive. It's got growth in it. You don't feel so hampered in your life because you have no money. You're starting to feel different, more relaxed, more opportunistic. Everything is changing. And you are aware of how you speak about your finances. If before you were quite happy saying, I never have any money, now that doesn't sit with you well. You're not feeling that's not right. I don't feel good anymore saying that. You are on your way to financial independence. Thank you.